Greetings, this is DT again with Interactive Homeschooling, and today I wanted to make a quick video regarding foldables and interactive notebooks. We have been using interactive notebooks in our learning journey for several years now. The children and we all really thoroughly enjoy those notebooks. They provide the children with a great opportunity to study independently, gives them a little bit of space for some creativity in their learning. It kind of breaks the monotony of filling out worksheets all the time. And it's just a great study guide for them. So one of the things about interactive notebooks is that you're either making the foldables on your own or you are purchasing them. And if you're purchasing them, they can become very costly. Because most of the time, the notebooks or interactive notebooking components that you're purchasing are going to be specific to a particular topic. And I do have a couple of examples because we do utilize those at many times. One that we're using currently was for grammar, and the children have been reviewing grammar topics. So this happens to be a grammar interactive notebook that we purchased from Teachers Pay Teachers. And it's a great notebook, great foldables, lots of information, completely specialized for that topic and full of information. So everything that we wanted to cover was pretty much here. Not a lot that I felt the need to add for the grammar notebook, and we do have to do that sometimes with other topics. So that one's for grammar. This one is one that we're using for our Greek and Latin roots. So let's see. This one, it actually coordinates with our English from the Roots up. So I was able to purchase this one. It's the Greek and Latin roots. We purchased this one from Teachers Pay Teachers as well. Lots of foldables again to go with those roots. And again, this one is very specialized as well. And a final example would be for math. And I'll make another video about interactive notebooks and lap books and notebooking to talk about that topic itself. But again, this one actually has a combination of different things, and that's typically what is going to happen for us in our notebooks. We seldom just use one particular graphic organizer from a set. We make a lot of things ourselves, or we find pieces from different places to make them. So with the interactive notebooking, again, if you're buying specific components for a specific topic, they're going to be very costly. I have 4 children. They have different science topics, and I found myself at the beginning of the year looking for things and spending, one notebook may cost $20, another may be $15, another set that you want would cost, $25. And so after evaluating that, I decided that we were going to begin making a lot of our own. And so we did do a purchase for the foldables that were able to be edited. So I did find that was the ultimate interactive notebook on Teachers Pay Teachers. And that was one that we did purchase. And those are actually the foldables templates that you're going to see in our organizer here. Now, how did this come to be? The other aspect of notebooking that they have a lot of advantages that we talked about earlier. One of the disadvantages to notebooking is the prep time. So with having multiple children or maybe having small children, one of the things that you have to account for is the time that it takes for them to cut out foldables or to fold them. They might not know how to fold them, and some of them are a little bit more complicated to fold. So what I began doing years ago was whenever we were using certain foldables for a lap book or whatsoever, I would cut them out the night, before my children and put them in individual plastic bags for them. But what I decided to do is to give them a little bit more flexibility, a little more freedom, and also to decrease the amount of time that I would spend cutting out specific things, and also to cut back on the money that I would spend on buying specific foldables. I decided to put together a foldable station. And so I'm going to show you this. And again, most of these foldables I actually purchased from the Ultimate Interactive Notebook from Teachers Pay Teachers. Now, you may find free foldables that you can use for your interactive notebooks from several places. You will find a few on Teachers Pay Teachers. You can also sign up for a free account at notebookingpages.com, and you can download the templates for free foldables. They have lots of them that you can download. You can also get free foldable templates from homeschoolshare.com, and one other location would be homeschooling.com. You can find free foldable pieces from any of those locations that you can use for your graphic organizers, for your notebooks, for your lap books, or to create a station like this. Okay, so what I basically did was I spent a weekend and just used a board a presentation board, and I'm going to show you both sides because they're actually this is filled on both sides. So what I've done for them was to go ahead and pre-cut. Didn't make all the individual cuts or whatsoever, but pre-cut the foldables out for them so that whenever we're studying a topic, or maybe there's vocabulary terms on the list that I give them of the objectives that they're supposed to learn, they'll be able to come here and choose from the different types that are here. So we have some shutter folds with different numbers of flaps. We have some that are tabs that are available to them that they can pick from. So the only thing that I did was to cut out some construction paper after we made these and cut them all out. I used some construction paper to make some pockets to hold everything in. I think I have one last thing to do, and that's just to write down what each type is. But I tried to organize them and make them separate. So like on this side, everything here is a pocket. Some of them are the pockets that have the tabs and things, so they're all cut out. So if someone has something that they just need to place in those pockets, they'll know to come to this side. But what it looks like, it was very simple to make. I just, again, spent an entire day cutting out the different foldables and adding the pockets. So this is what it looks like on one side. And this is what it looks like on, excuse me, on the back end. So they have all the things that you would purchase and the foldables that you would purchase, the different tabs, the layered books, these are all here. And the only thing that I would have to do that's going to help me is that I would only have to come in and replace these when they run out. I have 4 children, so I made sure to have at least 4 of each type available, so they can go through, pick and choose whatever they want to use. But again, the idea is to use the station to save time. For the prepping for me, I don't want to have to spend that time, staying up at night cutting out foldables each time for them. I want to save money on buying all the specialized material, but I still want them to be able to have their interactive notebooks because they work so well for them. Again, what I'll do is make a separate video going through the differences and talking about the advantages and disadvantages of lapbooking, notebooking, and interactive notebooking, showing the step-by-step how to prepare them, where you can get resources from. We'll do that later. But again, we're going to try this out. This foldable station, and it's been working for us so far. We've used it for a good week now, and we'll continue to do so, and we'll let you know how that goes. Thanks.